Welcome back, familiar to NorthsideLDN. Arsenal, according to the reports, are looking to trigger Eze's release clause. There's no if, buts, or maybe. I have to be sincere. There is no time to dibble-dabble. Right now, as it stands, with Liverpool having Mo Salah, VIDS, looking to get Rodrigo, and looking to get Isak over the line, if we do not get Isak, if we do not get Eze, let me correct myself. If we do not get Eze, which I still feel like we're still not going to win the league, even if we get Eze. But if we don't even get Eze, we don't even have a fight in. We don't have a chance. Our season's going to be looking like Squid Game. That is what our season's going to be looking like if we don't even try to get Eze and go get Lookman as well. We need to do major business. There's no more time for, maybe Kappa this and maybe Norgard could do this. The time for them kind of signings is over. Acabou. Já não há mais tempo. Já não há mais paciência. It is done. Our rivals are buying the real deal. They're not going out for players that, would they be good? No. Rodrigo's a baller. Isak's a killer. VIDS is going to cook. Frimpong is going to create chances. This is not if, buts, maybes. Mo Salah is going to be around and attack is a lot more cohesive. It's going to take a lot of the burden off of him. It's going to give him a lot more time and space. They're going to absolutely cook. So the time for, would you take Eze? Would you do it? Would you? No. Arsenal, if you man are serious, you need to go get the major, bro. You need to go get these big boy signings over the line. And I'm talking about multiple big signings. I'm not just talking about get Gyokeres and that's it. No. I'm talking about we need a winger that we can actually depend on to hold down that left-hand side, even though I think Madueke is probably going to occupy that space. We need a number 10 that is going to cook for at least 90% of the season. It's going to turn up in big games. It's going to turn up in the knockout stages. Crunch end of the season. This is what we need. We do the time for all of this. Maybe Calafiori could do this. Maybe Kivior are the Maldini of defenders. Or maybe we can use Reece Nelson. Or maybe if we put this play, maybe if we drop Kai Havertz into the midfield. The time for this experimental pucaria acabou. Acabou. Já não há mais tempo. Já não há mais paciência. O tempo para falar e para chilar e para estar no telemóvel a falar o grande merda, it is over. Acabou. If Arsenal want to win a major honour, everyone's telling me Arteta's got to win a major honour. That's what everyone's telling me. Arteta's got, and I agree. The problem is with this fan base, they say this on repeat every season and I'll give him another season. If you mean what you say and this manager can only stay here for one more season, if he doesn't win, he has to win this season. What he's got right now isn't good enough. Even though I know as a manager, Arteta's not good enough. What he has in terms of the players, even though he is part of the problem, he's part of the background staff that built this squad, it's not enough. It's not enough. You think because we play 2 DMs and we've got a very good defense, you think that's going to keep up Isak, Salah, VIDS, and Rodrigo? Are you high? Bro, we couldn't even keep out Newcastle. Do you know what I'm saying? When Isak was there. Isak's going to the reigning champions. Bro, it's a long day. It's a long, long day. The time for, maybe, we can look at project players. No. We need top players, bro. We need world-class, and if it's not world-class, it's on the verge of becoming world-class. Not in the process of 5-4-3 years. It's gonna be a development plan. This ain't Slim Fast. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your personal trainer at Pure Gym. We ain't got 6-7 months to lose how many kilos you want to lose. No. We need it now. We need that's what they need right now. The summer bod has to be bodying now. I don't see it. Gyokeres is coming to the club. There's a lot of pressure on him. Cool, he's a striker. He's come for a decent fee. You know, it's not breaking the bank. We haven't broke the bank to get him in, but he came for some big money. We still got Havertz on the bench. He's going to offer nothing. We've got Jesus on the bench. He's injury prone. We've got a midfield that's stagnant. Ethan can't get into the midfield. Norgard, all these players, they don't create enough. They don't create enough. They don't transition fast enough. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Certain injuries this season, we're going to see. A lot of players have coming back from long-term injuries. A lot of players haven't had enough rest. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't see us, as it stands, being good enough to get over the line. And like I said, even if we get Isak, I'll celebrate the signing because I rate Isak. I mean, I keep saying Isak. Eze. I keep saying flipping Isak. Because Isak's on my mind because I can see the thumbnail there of Isak in a Liverpool shirt. And it's just pissing me off, man. Am I surprised? Though? I'm not surprised. I remember, I knew this was all smoke and mirrors, you know, with the Isak thing when they said, oh, they're going to get Ekatike. I was like, I don't know if they're going to get Ekatike, man. Do you know what I mean? But we have not done enough. We have spent, what, 6 weeks now? What's it been? 6 weeks of the transfer window. What have we actually done to actually elevate this squad? Eze would be a starter. Gyokeres is a starter. It's only one starter. There's only one starter that's been brought into this team. There's only one player that we've recruited that offers anything different to what we had last season. Norgard offers the same old from our other defensive midfielders. So does Zubimendi. Kepa offers nothing. It's not an upgrade. It's 100% a downgrade to David Raya. Mosquera? Is that an upgrade? Is he even anywhere near Saliba Gabriel? He finished 12th for Valencia last season. 12th. Come on, man. Come on. It is not enough of an improvement. Madueke, I've already gone through this. His numbers in the last 2 seasons have been worse than Martinelli and Trossard. Trossard has been linked to Bayern Munich and Fenerbahce. Get that money in now. Go and get us Eze now. Get Eze through the door now. Move on to the next target. We don't have time for this shit. And I know Berta hasn't created all of it, but this is the situation. He took the job. So when you take the job and you sign the contract, you take on the responsibility. The team is not good enough. God forbid anything happens to Gyokeres next season as well. Because then we're back to the nonsense of Moreno up front, Havertz or Jesus as an option. Or maybe play Martinelli through the middle if we can't get rid of him. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. This team has been built way too defensively. There's not enough individuals. Yes, Gyokeres is an individual. Saka is an individual. But these players need service. These players need to be accommodated for as well. And I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Let's just be real, bro. We've got a very good defense. I've always kept that. Arsenal have got a very good defense. Our midfield is static. Let's just be real. It's static, man. It's static. It's static. We've got extremely limited players at this club. Declan Rice on a counter-attack is absolutely horrendous when he's trying to spark the counter-attack. He's slow on a half-turn. He can't pick a pass. He's good at winning the ball back, but he's not good on the attack. The only aspect of Declan Rice that's good on the attack is, well, we're yet to see if he can replicate the free kicks he took against Real Madrid, which were absolutely top-notch free kicks. But let's see how consistent he can actually score free kicks. Let's just chill out because we don't know if he can do that on a consistent basis. He's good at last ditch runs, you know, late runs into the box and then headering the ball in the back of the net. He's decent at that. But other than that, going forward, he offers nothing. He offers nothing else. He's got one attribute going forward. Zubimendi, from what I've seen, he ain't great in a counter-attack either. Neither is Norgard. Our midfield is static, bro. Our midfield is static. That left-hand side of our attack, let's be real, it's going to be mainly, what's going to happen is our left-hand side of our attack, Because Madueke is not an upgrade, it's going to be Lewis Skelly running that left-hand side. He's the one that's going to be driving with the ball. He's the one that's going to have to pick the ball up, get frustrated when Madueke can't beat his man or can't make the right decisions in the final third, just like Martinelli and just like Trossard when he's not on his game. And Skelly is going to be the one having to dribble through the middle, cut in, and try to take on 2-3 players and then try to spray a pass to go and find Gyokeres. That's what's going to happen. I can already see it now. I can see it now. Our right-hand side has been the main focus of our attack. The left-hand side does not offer enough. Our left back and our right back combined do not offer enough. This is why for time we had Zinchenko trying to create from the left-hand side. We had Calafiori trying to burst forward and almost play, you know what I mean, that wing-back role. We've got Lewis Skelly now that receives the ball, cuts in to the middle of the pitch and tries to create something because he knows he can't rely on the left winger. The left winger's not doing enough. And I don't see that improving with Madueke. I don't see it at all. So we got a lot to improve right now. We've got a lot to improve. We've got a lot to improve. And I just feel like people are, oh, but look at where we've been the last couple of seasons. This is why there's transfer windows. Things change. Things change. The team that everyone said that Slot's going to need a couple of years to rebuild, won the league in one season. Won the league in his first season. And are now adding top players to the team. No one waits for anyone, bro. Time doesn't wait for anyone. Time does not wait for anyone. But Arsenal think that, just because we finished second last season, that what? Other teams aren't going to buy top players. Other teams aren't going to elevate. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't get it. I really don't get it, man. This is not enough. We are always playing catch up. We are always playing catch up. Let's just be real. We were going head to head with Man City. We didn't get the players in. They fell off. Then we thought, we're going to win the league. Right off Liverpool. Liverpool come in, they win the league. This is what happens, man. We're always playing catch up. We're always playing catch up. But this is the only club that think that they're ahead of everybody else. But yet we don't win what everybody else wins. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Well, I do get it. I do get it. It's called arrogance. This club has an arrogant problem. It's a problem with arrogance at this club. But I don't see it ending anytime soon. I don't see it, stopping anytime soon. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Yeah, I'm saying make sure you're liking and subscribing. Give me your thoughts on getting Eze. For me, Eze would be a great signing, but we need another 3-4 signings minimum to even think about competing with Liverpool. I just think we're going to drop too many points. Last season, we didn't even have that many draws, and yet we still didn't win the league comfortably. This season, yes, we got Gyokeres. Like I said, strikers need service. And our service is very limited. So, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. But listen, big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. Big up to everyone for getting me to 18K as well. I appreciate that. Big up, familia. You already know what time it is. And I'm out, man. Love, love, love.